Let's go to the UK, Kosha. New PM, new king, new budget, all done in under a fortnight. I tell you what. And as far as Conservative budgets go, Liz Truss and the new Chancellor of the Exchequer, Kwasi Kwarteng, they haven't missed. They've got rid of the top tax ban, so 45 pence in the pound gone, completely gone. The basic tax rate's now 19%. They've dropped a planned hike in the health levy. They've put a whole lot of measures out there to address cost of living, particularly, as we know, in energy. Go big or go home has been the talk around the Tory ranks that I've been watching closely. Market reaction, the pound versus US dollar, pretty mixed, pretty unsteady still. But I at least admire her guts. What about you?
For sure, big desperate times or big times call for big measures, and she's certainly stepping into the shoes. I think she's sort of channeling her inner Thatcher with doing this and the trickle-down economics. The only thing that's a little bit different, Peta, about kind of the backdrop against which she's doing this today versus where Thatcher was in the 90s is the situation with the sovereign balance sheet and just the amount of debt that they now have and the cost of financing that debt, both, especially as interest rates rise. Will that wipe out any economic gains that would come from the sort of trickle-down economics, Reaganomics, Thatcheronomics that will come from that? That remains to be seen. And I think it's making some people nervous, which is why you saw the rare move from the IMF trying to venture into that. But I do admire that she's trying to shake things up and bring big change because they definitely need it.
And what about the Belt and Road, Michael? The $1 trillion debt trap, we've talked about it here, influence via infrastructure. The Chinese are now rethinking the scheme. They're pulling back pretty hard. Is that because people have woken up this isn't free money, or has China got debt servicing problems of their own?
Well, I think some of the lenders have worked that out. The Chinese have lent out $1 trillion. It's a very expensive way of extending one's influence around the world. And they've got lots of defaulters like the Sri Lankans who can't or won't pay the debt. And I've got a tip for you and for the Chinese ambassador. I think that's the strategy in the Solomons. I don't think they're going to take lots of Chinese dough and not pay it back. And I recommend the ambassador Google the word cargo cult.
We'll watch that closely, you're right, because they're refusing to sign an agreement with the US and other Pacific nations at the latest in the last few hours. Got to leave it there. Kosha Garner, Michael Danby, thank you.